Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina would appear to be a far cry from the classics, but Chaucer would be very proud of the fight that his Chanticleers will bring to the teal. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. You know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Chanticleers will kick it off to get us underway. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down here for the offense. The give to the tailback. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Intercepted. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Coastal. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
I mean, you talk about coming out as a defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Pulls and fires complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
So that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run on now when he loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. On target. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way. He's at the 50, the 30, at the 20. And just an outstanding return takes it back to the 7-yard line. What an effort to get that fumble and take it the other way and just about house the thing.
This defense practices creating turnovers. They do it all week long, whether it's interceptions, whether it's recovering fumbles, and you see how excited they get. Look at the energy this defense has once this defender is off and running. That was a big-time play.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. Then you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is intercepted. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Running to the left. Nice move to keep moving. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south. Get a 1st down. Get a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it on the move. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Chanticleer. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run or loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Rides to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Dahl. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets a block. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He finds his man. At the 45 on his way. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Coastal! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Mississippi State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. At the 35, he's open. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Touch pass on the right. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Coastal Carolina 28, Sam Houston 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the offense. Quickly complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself.
Tackle play by Cook. Tackle on play at the 29-yard line.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Hubs it downfield. Working on the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They're trying to get to it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Bearcats will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the 1st game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And they tacked on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they get it right back to him.
They'll run play action. Makes his connection. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind it.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I know the passing game sells. The passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they just need a few inches for the 1st down, but they've got 3 receivers spread to the right. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. At midfield, he's got room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Sam Houston, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throat, and they gashed you.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davis. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Looking for more room. Touchdown, shot to clear. What a great play by the defensive, paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break.